Who is my timer?
Okay.
So wait, 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. 5 is green, 6 is amber, 7 is red. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I wanted to mention, I think it's worthwhile mentioning, that this speech marks my 1 year since I've ever come on the stage and spoken anything before. So I think it's a great achievement for me because I stuck around. I've now stuck around for anything for more than a year. So I wanted to take a little bit more serious topic for today, and my topic was facing my fear. And I'm going to talk about one of my more rational fears, which is dying on the road because of my driving. So I was convinced my whole life that I'm going to be a passenger princess. I'm not going to learn how to drive, and I'm just going to depend on everyone else. But then it hit me, that's not very independent or feminist of me, so I should change. And yeah, my parents, they kept telling me, they're pestering me, go, do something with your life, you have too much free time, learn how to drive, you can get a job then. And then yeah, after a lot of annoying comments, I registered myself at EDI. And it was a big step, because I'm still very scared. And then I registered myself, and because of my so much self-confidence that I had in myself, I took the unlimited package. And it costs so much. And anyway, I did it because imagine failing a parking test and then coming home, you have to tell your parents you failed it, and then you have to pay 300 dirhams more because you failed it. So that's not something I wanted to do. So I wanted to share my experience of my first ever driving lesson. And what happened was, it's very nearby to my house. So I was walking on my way there and I started shaking. It's hot also, so I don't know what, maybe heat stroke. But I was shaking, I was nervous, and I was going to call them and tell them to cancel my appointment for the day because I couldn't make it. And then I remembered something that I read somewhere. I saw it on TikTok, but I read it somewhere that if you are unmotivated or you feel like you can't do something in life, don't bother trying to find the motivation or the will to do it. Rather, do it sad, do it unwillingly, or do it complaining. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you would have done it. So this advice didn't hit me at that time, but then I called my grandma. My grandma is like my highest supporter, and she's the one who made me go register myself. So I called her and I told her that I'm going for my first lesson and I'm beyond scared. And she's like, what is your fear? What are you scared of? I said that I'm going to die in this car, I'm going to crash it, and they're going to bill me a huge amount. She said, in the most calming voice, you are not alone in that car. There is a person next to you. They are a trained professional and they have a brake beneath their foot. They are not going to let you die in that car. It is their job. So after that, I ended the call and I sat in the car. And in hindsight, she was the worst instructor in the whole of EDI. She was angry. I don't know what happened at home. She was frustrated. She was annoyed. She was yelling. All I was supposed to do in my first driving license was learn the controls of the car, move it front and back. This lady made me come out of the parking, roam all around EDI for 2 hours. And I was just driving the whole place. I was about to hit so many poles, so many people. And all she was like, go, yalla, yalla, go. And I'm just, at the end of the day, I came out of that car, I was cursing at her in all possible languages I knew. But when I reached home, I sat on the couch and I realized I had done it. Even if I was beyond scared, I was shaking and scared, I had done it. And I'm not here to tell you a story, look how I did it, you can do it too. But rather, I'm trying to tell you guys that sometimes you have to jump into the waters and trust yourself enough that you're going to be able to swim. You will make it through, but you have to take that first leap. See, even now, I'm beyond scared to go for my driving test. I don't have my license yet, and I'm gonna get it, hopefully, when I do my test and pass. So, when I do that, there's going to be 3 people in my car, 4 including me. And that is, and that is going to be beyond scary for me. But I feel that if I have mustered up the courage and I've achieved small milestones that are milestones for me, may not be for others. Like I have driven in 120 speed. Whoa. I hitting a sidewalk or killing any pedestrians. So these things mean a lot to me because these are my fears, and that's something that held me back. So now that I know that if I can pass this test, it is my goal that by 2023 I have my license, and if I do get it, you're all invited to come in my death car and have the last ride of your life.